with just a little bit of money, you can talk to us about how to do like a Facebook ad. And I know for all our viewers and listeners, there's a whole video that you've created, right? Like that really goes into detail on, I think we have 2 versions, but one of them goes into extreme detail on how you can learn this yourself. You go through, you don't hide any of the secrets, you share it all. So tell us a little bit about how that works and how that's important.
Before I say that, I think I want the audience to like, share, and subscribe if they haven't yet. No,
please, don't forget to do that. It's important, right?
Don't forget to do that.
That's another way we can find you and try and you can find us.
Yeah. So, the first thing here is that when we talk about Facebook, know that it's a social channel, and you're literally on somebody's passive time. You're on their recreation time. They don't really want to hear from your business, believe it or not. Mm-mm. So you have to disrupt their time. If you can't disrupt their time, you have no business being on Facebook whatsoever.
Right.
And so the easiest way to disrupt their time and to actually capture them with your unique selling prop or whatever you're pitching, right, is to make it look organic as hell. And so what I go for is like placing some emojis, make sure that you're not all just direct response. You have some brand messaging in there. Your creative is only as good as the content you can produce. So if you have video, utilize it. If you don't have video, find some good images, make them organic, go take your own images if you have to, but try to stay away from stock and go out there and leverage the power of Facebook. It's going to help your business because at the end of the day, it's not just the ads, it's also a brand play. And a lot of marketers, right, that I would say are lazy marketers always depend on brand awareness and brand play left and right. I think that's lazy.
Yeah. Because it's easy to get, someone to buy a pair of Nike shoes because they know the brand, and you just put an ad out, and their Nike could be any, any ad,
and you're wasting ad spends. And this is why the big guys can't compete so well when it comes to a nimble, fast, small unit, right? And I kind of picked this up again in Marine Corps, but small unit tactics make the small unit actually beat the company, so to speak.
Right, the David and Goliath again. So it's all about technique, right? And tactics.
So if you have the right tactic, if you have the right technique, and you go out there and you pivot correctly, you can beat these big gigantic companies out there that are advertising all days of the week. And you could literally just say, hey, I want to advertise at this time because I know that this is the time based off of like Google Analytics, based off of my own data. I know that users are on my website from 12 p.m. all the way to 3 p.m. That's the only time I want to advertise because those are the best times for my business to be shown. And that's when I get the most awareness. That's when I get the most communication. That's when things pick up. So
it'd be kind of like if you wanted to market to a teacher, you wouldn't market to them from the hours of, say, 9 a.m. to 11:30 or whatever, because they're in their class. You'd market to them from their lunch break, and then you'd market probably right after school's out. You got to put a little intelligence into this.
Right. So common sense, right? What is if you're your consumer, what are you doing? Right. That's the first thing you always want to ask. And again, it goes back to creating those persona-based exercises, which is, hey, what is my consumer doing at this time? Are they shopping at this time? Are they with their daughter at this time? Are they picking up their son at this time? Are they single? Are they going to a club? Are they trying to, find, their soulmate?
Sure.
You have to literally just put yourself into their shoes. And if you can't do that, I wouldn't try. I would even try to market. I would say,
is there an easy way to do this? Because I think a lot of mortgage loan officers are like, I want to go sell a loan. I don't want to go learn how to be a Facebook marketer. Is there are there companies out there that you can just hire to do this? And are there good ones and there bad ones? Or
so there's a lot of companies that can do this.
Or would you hire just like a person? Like, is there a better way to just like say, okay, I'm going to look for an intern or someone that just is graduated from Berkeley, head of marketing or in the marketing department or whatever degree?